last meeting, if the Fed really is looking at the data has been fairly benign. Housing's under pressure, which is a good thing. It's run too hot for too long. We have new home sales down, pending home sales down, housing starts down, all down more than 20%, some over 30%. And I think the Fed needs to keep cutting rates, maybe not aggressively as it has. And so if it looks at the data, maybe we're going to get 50 basis points rather than 75. But what we really have here going on is that the government fiscal policy is fighting monetary policy. They're working in the opposite direction. So fiscal policy, government spending, and we're getting more and more and more and more government spending. The Inflation Reduction Act only increased spending. It did everything that it said, the opposite of what it said it was going to do, or it's going to do. And so you have the Fed increasing rates, and quantitative tightening, letting debt roll off its balance sheet, trying to take money out of the system. So inflation is a basic function of too many dollars chasing too few goods. So yes, we've had some supply chain issues, material shortages, all of that brought on by COVID. And then we had a huge injection of money into the economy. So we have this out of control inflation. So you've got the Fed trying to take money out of the system and the government trying to put money into the system. So we're really spinning our wheels and going nowhere until we see who wins out. Is more money going to be taken out of the system that then gets put into the system? I think if the government has their way, it's going to be the other way around, and inflation is going to be a tough horse to put back in the barn. Corporations are going to now face higher cost of financing as rates go up if they choose to borrow money, and they're going to experience higher taxes under the Inflation Reduction Act. So in the real world, corporations have consequences for business decisions. If they perform badly or they don't use capital efficiently, they suffer. If they make too many bad decisions, they go out of existence. They go away. The government doesn't have these consequences. That's why they're horrible stewards of money. That's why we can't trust big government. They're just bad stewards. They frivolously spend money, and instead of suffering the consequences of money badly spent, they just print more when they run out. But the printing press is slowing down. They're going to have to find another source. So what are they going to do? I'll tell you what they're going to do. They're going to weaponize the IRS. Check out this fuzzy math. A $12 billion agency, which is the IRS, is now getting $80 billion to collect $204 billion over 10 years from the middle class. So they're going to raise taxes on corporations. They're going to squeeze what they're calling fraudulent tax fraud out of the middle class, and they're going to spend more money the whole time.